It's 8-6 Brooklyn. Here is Middleton with the ball. Shot clock down to 4. Middleton puts it up. Lopez unable to come up with it. Griffin throws it up ahead. And here is Durant. Finds it open. Joe Harris for 3. And he hits. Joe Harris, an open shot. That's a 3 ball down the hoop. And it's 11-6 Brooklyn. As here's Middleton draws the foul, and he is going to go to the line for 3 free throws. It's game 7 between the Brooklyn Nets, the number 2 seed, and the number 3 seed in Milwaukee Bucks. It is game 7, do or die. The winner is going to head to the Eastern Conference Finals. And in Barclays Center, you got a packed house in Brooklyn, and everything's on the line here for an epic finish to this amazing series so far. It's 11-6 Brooklyn as Giannis, as the ball almost turns it over. And here's Middleton, shot clock down to 2, puts up a wild floater. Lopez tries and gets it back, and he does. Successfully, Giannis. Dribble 3 ball, and he swishes it down. Giannis Antetokounmpo puts up a statement here early with his jump shot. Hits a 3. And Bruce Brown is in the starting lineup for the Brooklyn Nets tonight, as that is off of PJ Tucker, and it should be Brooklyn ball as Giannis a dribble step 3, and he nails it. I mean, on an open shot, Giannis making those shots is a good sign. It's a really good sign to see Giannis being able to make that kind of shot. 11-9, Brooklyn on top, 7:24 left in this first quarter. Game 7, Milwaukee has a chance to go to the conference finals for the first time since 2019. This is their first game 7 in quite a bit, and they have a chance to pull off an upset here, as the Nets have just been plagued by injuries. As here's Joe Harris going to try another 3. That time it doesn't go. And look at that, Giannis's brother, Giannis Antetokounmpo, is in the ball game. As here's Middleton. Middleton had an impressive, very impressive game 6 to force this game 7 as Holiday off the dribble puts up a nice layup off of glass. That was nice by Drew Holiday. And he ties it. 11 apiece, under 7 to go. As here's James Harden. He has 3 points in the game, 3 free throws. You have Kevin Durant, Harden, Bruce Brown, Blake Griffin, and Joe Harris, the starting lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. As Harden, shot clock down to 5, Harden dribble. Harden drives, draws the foul, almost counted it. Harden's going to get back to the line for 2 more free throws. Hardy's hit 3. This is what James Harden does best, drawing the foul, and he'll head to the line as his teammate PJ Tucker is wondering. And we have a timeout on the floor. Winner go home tonight for the Nets or Bucks. 11 piece so far. This is going to be an epic game 7 tonight, much anticipated, and it's going to be an amazing game in Barclays Center. It's a packed house over there in Brooklyn. This is must-see TV. You cannot miss this kind of game 7 with this kind of magnitude. The Nets are ready to do this without Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is out for game 7 tonight. He's been unable to come back from that ankle injury that he suffered in game 4. And the Nets are going to have to rely on Kevin Durant and James Harden to win the ball game tonight and send them to the Eastern Conference Finals. For the Bucks, they were down 2-0. They come back. They tie up the series 2 games apiece. In game 4, Kyrie Irving got hurt. That ankle injury, that's what allowed them to tie up the series. In game 5, we saw Kevin Durant put up a monster 49-point game, triple-double, to make the Nets have a 3-2 lead. And then in game 6, we saw that the Milwaukee Bucks and Chris Middleton put up another 37-point game. And that allowed Milwaukee to tie up the series and send it back to Brooklyn and the Barclays Center for game 7, which is going on right now. Currently 11 apiece, under 7 to go in that first quarter. Big moments in the playoffs. And it's do or die tonight. for both of these teams. It's an elimination. Who's going to keep their season alive, Brooklyn or Milwaukee? Personally, my prediction is that the Nets are going to win tonight. We'll see whether that will happen or not. I have the Nets winning, and we'll see if that can happen. They were able to do it in Game 5, and I believe they can do it here at home. The home team has won every single game in the series so far, if you didn't know that already. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day and enjoy the game tonight. It's going to be a good one. Appreciate it. Could follow along here. Hit that like button. Really appreciate you hitting that like and subscribe as well for all your NBA content. And I wonder who do you guys have winning tonight? I'm interested to hear. Or do you have the Bucks winning and moving on, or do you have the Brooklyn Nets getting it done without Kyrie Irving? Like I said, I have the Nets in 7. Let's see what that happens tonight. And we are back. 11 apiece, 6:42 left in the first. It was a hot start for the Brooklyn Nets. It was a hot start for the Milwaukee Bucks. And then Brooklyn pulled it back. Joe Harris, 3-ball. Harden scored some points tonight. And Kevin Durant, off to a good start. Hits a 3 and hit the mid-range jumper for 5 points already for KD. And to take a look at Steve Nash. He's done an incredible job this series, Steve Nash. He really has. As Harden is at the line for 2 free throws, he drew the foul on his former teammate PJ Tucker of the Houston Rockets. Both played for Houston earlier this season. And Harden got traded here. And then PJ Tucker got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks at the trade deadline. And Harden drew the foul, heading to the line, shooting a good solid 90-plus from the free throw line, hits both of them, and it's the first lead for Brooklyn, actually, 13-11. As here's Drew Holiday, finds an open PJ Tucker, and here's Holiday on the drive. Holiday, a floater, that won't go, and that's a rebound. Kevin Durant gets it. Here he is off the dribble, Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown setting the screen. And here's Harden, being guarded by Drew Holiday from behind. Nice pass to Joe Harris. Bruce Brown puts up a floater, and it's true. Bruce Brown. Good start here. He's in the starting lineup tonight instead of Jeff Green. Jeff Green started Game 6. Bruce Brown back in the lineup here tonight. As Giannis attacking and 1. You count it. Antetokounmpo drives to the basket. And 1 play here for Giannis. Giannis, one-on-one drive is unstoppable. He is unstoppable. Heading to the line for 2 free throws, Antetokounmpo has struggled at the free throw line so far this year, especially in those playoffs where he takes forever to make a shot. We all know that. And this crowd is getting extremely loud in Barclays Center because his routine honestly takes 12 years for him to make a free throw. It is so desperate, and he shoots a brick right there. Comes up short at the rim. Giannis has only been shooting 53% from the free throw line in this series, as it's 15-13 Brooklyn, and he almost loses it. And that's travel called on Bruce Brown. It's a turnover. Milwaukee ball. .5:30 left in the first quarter. Here's Holiday, finds a rolling Giannis. Giannis resets, going to try another jump shot, and he hits again. Antetokounmpo. How about that? A nice start for him, shooting that jump shot tonight. 3 out of 3 from the field for 7 points. Giannis with a hot start. Durant almost loses it again. finds Harden. Dribble drive. Harden draws another foul. That's this time it's on Drew Holiday. And Harden gonna head to the line once again. It's third time to the line for James Harden. Giannis is definitely feeling it, and it's a good moment to be feeling it. Because this is game 7. This is game 7, excuse me. 15 all. Harden, 2 more free throws. Has already hit 5 tonight for James Harden. And Harden hits that first on 6 out of 6. Great start for James Harden. Shooting well from the free throw line. Harden now has 6 points. Make it 7 for James Harden. And it's 17-15 Brooklyn. And here's Giannis, finds another open shot. He's going to try another 3. That time it's short. And Durant goes up and gets the rebound. The Nets are going to allow Giannis to shoot that shot all day. They're not going to stop him from doing that. They prefer him shooting. They'd rather have him shooting than anybody else. So, shot clock is down to 4. Harden, a deep 3 end. Almost goes in. Griffin! One-handed offensive rebound. Puts it back in. Nice play by Griffin. That was a great tip as Middleton drives, puts a floater through the net. Chris Middleton had a huge game 6 to keep this series alive for the Bucks. And here he is with a quick 4 points as Durant on the drive. Durant! And he is stolen. PJ Tucker gives it to Giannis. Giannis up ahead. It's literally 4-on-1 for Giannis as Bruce Brown throws him to the ground. As Bruce Brown is wondering what's going on. And Giannis is on the ground and teammates pull him up. Gotta be wondering here, looks to be a good hard foul to me. Nothing really severely wrong with that. I mean, he's just trying to get the ball. And he tumbles, but Bruce Brown is wondering where the foul is. I mean, as Middleton gets that one to go, that's a technical free throw, actually. Looks like Bruce Brown was given a tee. Bruce Brown was teed up, actually, which is kind of ridiculous, which is kind of stupid. I don't know why Bruce Brown was called on a technical there. That doesn't make sense. As Brooklyn shot the free throw, now is possession. Pat Connaughton is checked in for the Bucks. Landry Shamet is checked in for the Nets. And the rest of the starting lineups are in for both teams. Milwaukee's already in the bonus with 4 minutes to go. And here's Holiday, nice move. Holiday with a crossover. And he gets the roll on that shot as the Bucks take the lead for the first time after some time. And here's Griffin, nice pass to Durant, and he loses it. It's a kickball called on Brook Lopez. Yeah, right there, that's where Lopez kicked at the ball, and it's inbound. Here's Harden, gives it to Griffin. Griffin playing that center role has been arguably part of that big 4, you can call it, for this Nets team. Shot clock is down to 3. Here's Durant. He's going to drive. Durant pulls up, and he draws the foul on PJ Tucker. The Nets are consistently drawing fouls tonight as they have shot quite a bit of free throws already. The Nets have shot 7 free throws already for the Brooklyn Nets compared to 2 for the Bucks. Durant drives and he draws a foul. PJ Tucker already picking up some quick fouls tonight. As MVP chants are heard, PJ Tucker is 1 foul. That's his first. As Durant hearing MVP chants, he has surprisingly struggled from the free throw line. I mean, Durant standards, he has struggled. We know Kevin Durant. I mean, he hits so many free throws. He hardly misses. I mean, this series is only shooting 85% from the free throw line. Very uncharacteristic of KD, as he misses the first, but he makes the second to tie it up. As here's Middleton on the drive. 3 minutes to go here in the first. Both teams are in the bonus. Pat Connaughton for three. That's an air ball, but Giannis goes underneath. Giannis puts it up and in. And you count it again. Book it for Giannis onto the Kumpo. He'll head to the line for another three, for another 2 and 1. Blake Griffin can't seal it up inside in the paint, and Giannis puts it back up and in. And will head to the line for another free throw. Antetokounmpo takes, like I said, a very, very long time. He really is overthinking a free throw. I mean, it really shouldn't take this long. If you were natural at it, you would actually start making it. I mean, he is so robotic while shooting free throws. That time he makes it. It's 23-20 Brooklyn, 23-20 Milwaukee. As here's Durant in the post being guarded by Holiday. Holiday made the all-defensive team this year. As Durant finds a nice feed up ahead, Bruce Brown lays it up and in. Nice job by Durant. And that's his first assist of the night for KD. But 10 points already for Antetokounmpo. He's at a hot start in Game 7. As we call timeout here on the floor, Kevin Durant helping his teammates there. It's 1 point game. Currently commercial break, guys. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like. Hope you guys are having a good day. Gotta enjoy this game tonight. It's gonna be really fun. If you guys can stick around here, let me know what your predictions are in the chat. That would be great. I have the Nets winning tonight in a close game. Be sure to subscribe as well to my channel and enable notifications. I got you covered for all NBA content, predictions, previews, analysis, reaction, and play-by-play. So far, 23-22 Milwaukee. It's been pretty hot start for both teams relatively from the field as well. Brooklyn shooting 50% from the field. Bucks shooting around 45%. 3-point line, only a couple of threes in this game, but both teams shooting over 40% from three as well. More or less equal throughout. That's just why it's a 1-point game here. The environment in Barclays Center really is next level tonight. Really is. Both teams are in the bonus, so any foul will result in the team going to the free throw line. Definitely packed there in Barclays Center. As Shamet is in the game for the Nets, here's Holiday an open three. That's short. Harden goes up and gets it. And here's Durant once again working in the post against Holiday. Durant working, puts up a wild shot and off glass. Durant, incredible. And he was looking for a foul there, no call. But Brooklyn has the lead once again, 24-23. 2 minutes to go here. As that ball is tipped out of bounds, but never mind. Giannis threw it away. That's a turnover for the Bucks. Look at Durant here. I mean, he puts up a wild shot off glass. Kind of like a runner, you could call it. As Connaughton is checking out, there's Lopez. He comes back in. And here's Durant once again. Working hard. Look at that spin. Gives it Brown. Puts up another floater. And he goes. Stays true to that floater right there. Bruce Brown making that work tonight. And it's 3-point lead for the Brooklyn Nets. As here's Antetokounmpo. There's a Euro. Gives it back. That's a turnover. Drew Holiday a little loose with the ball there. Gives it back up to Harden. Harden pulls it back. Tries to trigger three. That doesn't go. And here's Middleton. Here's Brent Forbes who checked into the game. The sharpshooter for the Milwaukee Bucks. As Middleton almost gets stripped of the ball, Middleton pulls back a step back mid-range. Nails it. Chris Middleton. And it's back to one under a minute to go here in this first quarter of Game 7 between Brooklyn and Milwaukee. No Kyrie Irving tonight. For the Nets, he's been out since Game 4 with that ankle. As Durant's been working hard against Drew Holiday. That's been the matchup throughout this first quarter. Shot clock is down to 2. Durant off glass. You bet. KD. That's a good start for him offensively. He has 10 points in the game so far. Getting those easy one-hook shots as Holiday is left open for 3. That's almost an air ball. Holiday, a rough start shooting-wise to this game. And 3-second difference here between shot and game. There's Harden. Harden working. Looks to be an isolation time here for James Harden, what he loved to do with the Houston Rockets. Shot clock is down to 3. Harden pulls back, step back, mid-range J. That's short. And here's Middleton. Clock down to 0. Middleton can't get it to go, and that will do it. 28-25, Brooklyn on top. Hey man, thanks for joining. Nets win today. They're already up by 3. 28-25 Brooklyn at the end of 1 in Brooklyn. Nets in 7, and Nets are going to do it tonight. That's my belief in them. They're off to a good start. As it's continuously been close tonight, and it's going to be much of that tonight. It's going to be close throughout this ball game. As the leading scorers, obviously, Giannis with 10, and then Kevin Durant with 10. Who else would you expect for the leading scorers of both teams right now? Harden has a good 7 points, all from the free throw line, by the way. Bruce Brown has 6 points for the Nets as well. And for the Bucks, no points off the bench for either team. Drew Holiday has 4 points, but is 0 out of 3 from 3. The last time the Bucks won a Game 7 was 2001 in the Eastern Conference semis. So it's been 20 years since they last won a Game 7, which is a long time. He got an interview with Mike Budenholzer, the head coach of the Bucks. Second career Game 7 as a head coach for him. As the Nets have possession here to start the second. Joe Harris has come back into the game for the Nets. Both Kevin Durant and James Harden are on the floor. Bruce Brown trying to set the screen on Middleton. Middleton does a good job as Brown does a bounce pass, and that's kicked out of bounds. Bruce Brown wearing that mask today. He's in the starting lineup instead of Jeff Green. Jeff Green hasn't played a single minute yet, surprisingly. He was a huge part of their Game 5 win. Much better start for the Nets this game compared to Game 6. As Durant, a dribble 3! Wow, KD! An absolute drill from downtown. Middleton, nice step back. Mid-ranger, and it pops out. Brooklyn extends their lead 31-25. Here's Durant, another 3. That time it's an air ball, but Bruce Brown goes up and gets it back. Great play. Hustle, Bruce Brown. Griffin, a 3. Top of the key bucket. Back-to-back 3s for this Brooklyn Nets team, and they're up by 9. And here's Giannis being guarded by Griffin. That's been a matchup throughout this series. As Connaughton going to try a quick 3. Swish. Pat Connaughton. That's a nice one off the bench there. First bench points for the Bucks in this game. Connaughton's been a mainstay off that bench for this Bucks team. As Durant finds Brown rolling. Brown is stripped by Brook Lopez. And Antetokounmpo handles. Finds PJ Tucker, corner 3. That doesn't go. Harden grabs the board. He keeps it. As here's Harden being guarded by Giannis. You know, those two have been going back and forth. Not really playing wise, but talking. Harden, step back 3. That's short. Harden has yet to hit a 3 in this game. 0 out of 4. And here's Middleton being guarded by Harris. Middleton spins, steps back, finds Giannis. Shot clock is down to 3. Giannis tries a deep 3, and that's way out. PJ Tucker, look at that hustle inside. He misses a wide layup. Lopez puts it up and in. Lopez with a putback. Tip in. And Milwaukee gets him. Stops the bleeding there temporarily. As look at Durant navigating. Finds a running Bruce Brown. He throws it down over Connaughton. You show them, Bruce Brown. And that brings the crowd back to life here in Barclays. 36-30 Nets. Lopez open for 3. That's a response there for the Bucks. That's an ideal response there from Milwaukee. Bruce Brown with an epic throwdown. And then Lopez drains a 3. It's back to a 3-point game. 36-33. And here's Durant. Durant's been weaving his way around. Finds Bruce Brown. Brown tries a 3. That's too strong. And Connaughton grabs the board. And here's Middleton. Middleton being guarded by Harris. Calls a foul. There looks to be a foul called. As there's actually a timeout on the floor, I think. And look at Bruce Brown. He throws it down. That's actually over Giannis. Excuse me. Bruce Brown, how about that? Throw it over the 2-time MVP. And you yell. It is timeout on the floor. And the score is 36-33, Brooklyn. It's a close one here. It's a good start for Brooklyn. I mean, they haven't turned this ball over as well. No turnovers. Actually, 3 turnovers for each team. And each team has 5 points off those turnovers. So it's been relatively equal in that category right now. Both teams are kind of shooting pretty good. Cooled off a little from 3. The Nets have been shooting pretty good from the field, 52%. I think this home crowd, home court is a big factor in the game, really. I think home court really makes an impact. You got to remember that, obviously, last year with all COVID and stuff, it wasn't a factor in the bubble. And we're back. 36-33. Nets on top. 8:28 left in the first half. Let's take a look at Giannis. He's kind of limping. He's a little bit tired already, kind of limping on one of his legs there. That's not good to see if you're a Bucks fan. Tonight, he's not really attacking as much. He's taking a lot more threes already. He's already taken 2 more threes than he took in Game 6. As there's Jeff Green, who's checked into the ball game. Jeff Green was really, really big in that Game 5. As here the Bucks gives it to Middleton. Middleton drives, and that's blocked. Get that out of here. That's a block. Jeff Green says, not on my watch. As Harden is in the game. Nice pass. Bruce Brown, another floater. Those floaters are really going down. That's a rain for Bruce Brown. He's consistently made those tonight. That's his shot, isn't it? Lead up to 5 for the Nets. Here's Holiday, nice spin move. Too strong, and there's PJ Tucker. There's that hustle inside. Dirty work, clean up, PJ Tucker. Back to 3. Looks like Harden and Durant are really going to play the entire game, as that's a sloppy turnover there by Bruce Brown. Durant furious on that play. As Brook Lopez is going to check back out. You know, Drew Holiday, I mean, he is not playing good, straight up. Let me tell you. He's 0 out of 3 from 3, 2 out of 9 from the field for 4 points is Drew Holiday. So he's really not playing too good, and that's not a good sign for this Bucks team right now. As Giannis doesn't look to be 100%, and he misses the dunk there from a feed from Middleton. And here's Durant up ahead. Both Durant and Harden, they play the entire game as Durant misses the easy runner, and there's Blake Griffin. Another tip in for Griffin. Look at these big guys inside for both teams doing that dirty work, putting a lot of tip-ins. As here's Giannis. Giannis again driving. Finds open Connaughton, another 3, and he hits it again. Pat Connaughton makes it a 2-point game. 40-38 Brooklyn. As here's Durant. Finds Harden. Griffin gonna try a 3-ball, lines it up. That doesn't go in. And here's Antetokounmpo. Other way. Look at Giannis speeding up. And it's a stolen ball. 3 people are on it. Giannis, Harden, and Durant are fighting for it. And it's going to be a jump ball. Jump ball here. As Giannis was sizing up and running. And there, look at that hustle inside. James Harden and KD fighting. Look like the 2 enemies, James Harden and Giannis, going for the jump ball here. 40-38 Brooklyn. 6:20 left in the second. And there's a tip, and look at that. How about that? Harden gets the tip on Giannis, and it's Brooklyn possession here. Finds Joe Harris. Joe Harris with a dribble drive, spins. And he can't finish it. He's drawn a foul there. That's a foul on Giannis. Joe Harris can head to the line for 2 free throws. I mean, look at Harden. He goes up. Yeah, Harden actually goes and gets that jump ball. Surprisingly, I can't believe it. Big time play from a big time player, James Harden. As Harris is gonna try, and he's short on that free throw. That was ugly, right there from Joe Harris. That's not good. Joe Harris 3 points and hit 1 3-pointer. I mean, Joe Harris generally hits pretty solid from that free throw line. In this series, he's hit in the postseason. I mean, he's 100% from the free throw line, and that's his first miss. As here's Giannis, he's going to take another jump shot. That time it doesn't go. These are really not smart shots taken from Giannis here. Under 6 to go. Nice feed from Durant. But Griffin is hit underneath and he goes down. Griffin holding his face there as he was hit on his lower eye there, Blake Griffin. This was a great feed from Durant, but he's fiercely tacked inside by PJ Tucker. There, I mean, PJ trying to go for the ball slightly pokes Griffin's eye as well. PJ Tucker really is playing physical, as it's still Nets ball. As here is Bruce Brown inside. PJ Tucker has 2 personal fouls. As Griffin trying to throw it down over Giannis. That ball doesn't go. But it's Bucks ball. Nets had a couple of chances there. Look at that play by Griffin inside. He was trying to get that offensive rebound. He just couldn't finish it. Yes, here's Middleton. Middleton, easy mid-range. That doesn't go. And Griffin, guess who, with the board. And here's Harden. And it's still Brooklyn ball, tipped out by Connaughton. Blake Griffin has done pretty solid as well. He's put up some scoring all-around performance for Griffin. 7 points, 8 rebounds for him tonight, as well as 2 offensive rebounds. As they give it inside, Durant pulls up immediately. Mid-range jumper won't go. Connaughton up at Middleton. 5 to go here in the first half. Middleton, top of the key, 3. That's short. And Harris gets the rebound. As Harden passes by, tries a 3. That time it's short. Harden goes to the ground. Look at that play by Harris. Harris tries the rebound. Harden feed to Griffin. Back to Harden. That's great ball movement there for the Nets. And it's a 5-point lead, 43-38. It's a great job. James Harden with 9 points in this game, but really struggling from the field, 1 for 6. And Holiday really struggling, just step back jumper. That's short again. That's actually too strong from Drew Holiday. Holiday, man, not playing good at all. -5 and plus minus. As here's Harris going to try a 3. In and out. Giannis grabs the rebound, of course. Who else? Giannis now has 4 rebounds, and he misses that shot, but he draws the foul. Giannis Antetokounmpo draws the foul there. The foul is on Griffin there. That's his second. Bruce Brown also has 2 for the Nets, as Giannis Antetokounmpo will head to the line. We know his struggles have been prominent from there. And here he is, taking extremely long in his free throw routine. Versus Brooklyn, he's only shooting 73%. But 53% in the postseason, as that's an air ball! Can you believe it? Giannis Antetokounmpo just shot an air ball from the free throw line. And it got loud there. I mean, this reminds me of the Raptors series after Giannis just shot an air ball. How do you shoot an air ball? That's not even close. That is personally disgusting, to say the least. I am disgusted by that. How do you airball a free throw? It's game 7, and looks like the Bucks have had a habit of coming up short, and Giannis really was embarrassed. That was an embarrassing play right there. Airballing a free throw. He's only shooting 53% from the line. I mean, it's not good. This game shooting 50% from that free throw line. Actually, 33% from the free throw line. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you didn't know, in recent NBA news, both Chris Paul and Kawhi Leonard have been declared out for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals tomorrow. Both players, Kawhi Leonard and Chris Paul, have been declared out for Games 1 tomorrow. So, kind of levels the playing field for both teams. Both teams missing their star player. It's a good game, though. 43-38. Nets on top. Giannis not really playing his best game in that second quarter. Just shot an air ball from the free throw line. As we have 3:50 to go here in that second quarter, the crowd is getting loud here in Barclays as Giannis's second free throw attempt is right here. Look at this crowd, man. They're really on their feet, aren't they? And that one is short as well. But guess what? The Bucks get their offensive rebound. Another chance here for Giannis. He drives. And Jeff Green is thrown to the ground. Lopez puts up a shot. That's way off. Could have called a travel there. But that was off the side of the backboard. As here's Durant. Durant, a three ball. Hits it! Kevin Durant from downtown. As he complains, there could have been a foul call there as Durant falls to the ground. Durant's really got to calm down here. I hope he doesn't get called for a technical. That's 16 points for Kevin Durant. 3 out of 5 from downtown. And Durant's putting this team on his back right now. It's up to 8, the lead for the Nets. 46-38. As Giannis once again finds Lopez. Lopez drives, puts it in. 46-40, Nets. Kevin Durant, what an absolute sniper that was. Durant has 16 points and leads out scores in this game as he puts a runner, and that is true again. Kevin Durant, KD, watch out. The flames are getting higher for Kevin Durant as Giannis drives and he draws another foul. He's going to head back to the line. Take a look at this difficult three. Harden passes it. Both Lopez and Tucker. Look at that. Tucker literally collides with Durant's leg there. Could have been a foul called on the landing space. I mean, not really sure why they didn't call it, but Durant nevertheless nails that three-pointer. 60% from three, Kevin Durant. 18 points and 5 rebounds. Is this another spectacular performance for KD? As the crowd is literally chanting down while Giannis is taking his time for shooting a free throw, and that's way off, too strong. Like I said, you can only take 10 seconds to shoot the free throw, and Giannis is really taking a long time. I mean, Multiple people have complained, if you remember, there was this really funny video where Giannis was taking way too long practicing. And then Harden was just like so upset. I mean, look at this. This whole crowd is chanting. And 10. It's 10. 10 seconds. That time he hits it. I mean, the officials called it one time, and they haven't called it since, which is kind of strange, but it's 48-41. Brooklyn on top, 2:40 to go here in the first half of Game 7, Eastern Conference Semis. As here's Harden going to try a 3. That's not going in. Giannis gets the rebound again. Down by 7 are the Bucks. Here's a drive. Kicks it out. Holiday going to try a 3-pointer. That's off the side of the backboard. Drew Holiday. Hello. What is going on for you, my man? 2 out of 11 from the field is Drew Holiday. And that's not good for this Bucks team. Like I said, they need Drew Holiday in the biggest game of his career. As here's Harden off the pick and roll. Harden puts up a floater, gets it back. Draws the foul, and you count it! James Harden! You book it! That's a 2-and-1, and he's going to head to the line for his 8th free throw. Look at James Harden. Draws the foul. Lopez blocked it. Doesn't matter. Harden gets it back. Draws a foul on Holiday, and it goes in. Count it. Drew Holiday now has 2 personal fouls, 4 points. 2 out of 11 from the field and 0 out of 4 from 3 in 18 minutes. -9 and plus-minus. Drew Holiday. Harden completes the 3-point play, and it's a 10-point lead for the Nets. Under 2 to go here in this first half. Brooklyn really dominating this second quarter as Middleton feeds to Giannis. Gives it up to Lopez. Lopez the runner, and he gets the roll there. As Brooklyn is in the bonus for this final minute 35. Here is Harden. Finds Bruce Brown. They're going to give it back to Durant. And he's being guarded by PJ Tucker. The shot clock is down to 4. Durant's got to do something. Durant drives. Tough mid-range. Doesn't matter. Kevin Durant throwing flames out here tonight. And the lead is back up to 10. Durant now has 18 points. Shooting more than 50% from the field as Giannis draws another foul. That's on Jeff Green. I think this Nets team is doing well to foul Giannis before he makes a shot. As Durant, when he's in this mood, it's just unstoppable. He's too big. He's too tall. And his shot is just too good. As it looks like, Harden and Durant have really played the entire game so far. Each have played 23 minutes in the game. Giannis has played 21 minutes. As this crowd is on their feet again as Giannis shoots 2 free throws. Hits that first one though. A minute to go here in this first half in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Semis in Brooklyn. Obviously no Kyrie Irving tonight for this Nets team as James Harden and KD are trying to get it done to keep their season alive. Giannis for the second one. He made the first. Giannis has shot 3 out of 7 from the free throw line. He makes that one. Makes both of them there in that trip to the line. That's a nice job there by Giannis. Must have felt good. After that air ball, he's made 3 consecutive free throws, actually. Giannis at 13 points. And here's Harden. Harden hasn't hit a 3-pointer yet. Taken 4 of them. Let's give it back to Joe Harris. Joe Harris on a clear drive. Lays it up. Can't finish. And here's Holiday. Holiday having a very rough first half. He drives. Can't find an opening. PJ Tucker. He loses it. But it is still Bucks ball. Last touch by Brooklyn. 30 seconds to go here in this first half. The American Express halftime report. Giannis. You throw it down one-handed. Watch out. Hard hat alert. Antetokounmpo on that alley-oop pass. That's a great job there off the inbound pass. Hook up there. It's a 6-point lead for this Nets team, 53-47. 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock here. Durant, you need to give it to KD. He's been heating up. You have to give him the last possession of the game, as they do. Like once again, PJ Tucker guarding him. Durant shot clock is down to 3. Durant crossover, drives, and he loses it. Holiday grabs it. Down to 2, down to 1, and Antetokounmpo couldn't get it off in time. And that will be the half. It's not in time for Giannis. He needs to stop saying it. It is clearly not in time. And that will do it here at the half. 53-47. Nets at the half. Giannis wasn't able to get that off in time, just as they are going to take a look at that, but I think that didn't go in. I mean, take a look. It's still in his hands. It's very close, but I think they're going to rule it as it is right now. 53-47, Brooklyn at the half. And it is halftime. The officials confirmed it. It is half here in Barclays Center. Game 7 between the Bucks and Nets. The Nets lead the Milwaukee Bucks 53-47. At halftime, the Nets are 1/2 away from going to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's been a very interesting half, and the Brooklyn Nets really took control in that second quarter. In both quarters, they were +3, and which is why they have a 6-point lead going into the half. Kevin Durant, the leading scorer for the Nets at the half, with 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. James Harden has 12 points as well, 8 out of 8 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Harden. Bruce Brown has 10 points as well for the Nets. For the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo, 17 points and 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Brook Lopez has 12 points. Middleton only 5 points. Holiday, an outrageous only 4 points. And that will do it here for this first half. The Nets are 1/2 away, shooting really good from the field, 49%. Making their free throws, have taken 12 free throws. Otherwise, both teams are pretty much evenly matched. The largest lead for the Nets has been 10. And that will do it here. The Nets are looking pretty solid offensively. Looks like they found their groove, and they're looking really sweet right now. Looking like they have their act together and ready to go. That's why they have 53 points. They're doing a solid job defensively. They're fouling Giannis early before he can make the shot. They've held Middleton to 5 and Holiday to 4, and Brooklyn is well on their way to heading to the Eastern Conference Finals. We'll see if they can do it after the half. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Please go down, hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel for all your NBA content. It's halftime right now. I still have the Nets winning. They're doing pretty well so far. And I'll see you after the half. I will be restarting the stream after the halftime is over, and I hope to see you then.